Because I say, only get People's Club across the Rubicon of poverty. Once you're a member of People's Club, you can never be poor. Because not by any mythical anything, but it's just the personalities you meet there. All the judges, all the governors, all the people you know. And all the royal majesties in Nigeria, most of them, majority of them are members of People's Club of Nigeria. Like I could probably say, my children, even they know that the house we have in a village is better than anything we have in the US. It was done purposely for that. So they remember that they have something in Nigeria. It's Akurulu Amonyepaya. So if you bring wealth home, your children will follow. If you leave your wealth in abroad, your children will stay there and enjoy it. They will not come here. Nobody wants to so if you want your children to come back here, you have to diversify. You have to bring back some of your assets to Nigeria and they will let them see.
Hello guys, this is Creative Lord TV. Guys, we are live and direct in Owerri today. We are here and we are privileged to meet one of the prominent people of Nigeria international member who was once the chairman Boston branch 2003 to 2009. We are privileged to meet him today and we want to interview him. He was one of the founding member People's Club of Nigeria Boston branch right from when they started it a while ago. So we want him to tell us a little history about Boston branch. So we are here to meet him by the name High Chief Sir Victor Udoji, amuru egbe in Urualla. We're here to meet him so that he will tell us more story about Boston branch. Let's go and stay tuned. And guess what? This man, he commented on our page some months ago when we posted a video about People's Club of Nigeria. He commented and we screenshot it and we said that we must definitely meet him. And today, God fulfilled it for us. We are here today to meet him. Guys, let's go and watch out.
I'm Ezinna Chief Sir Victor Ifeanyichukwu Udoji. Amuru egbe Urualla. EzeUgballa, one of Eziudo Ezinihite Mbaise. Aka ekpuchi ọnwa one na-adazi ala. Amaokwu one Eziugballa Urualla. Eziugballa Urualla. I'm a resident of Boston, Massachusetts. We're from Urualla, Idato North, Imo State. I have been in Boston for decades. We are the ones making transition back to Nigeria. But while in Boston, I was associated with the People's Club of Nigeria International Boston branch as a founding member. There was originally Aba branch. We were the founders of People's Club of Nigeria International Boston branch. We nurtured it. It became the soul of the international branches. We were the youngest branch in the United States then. I was a founding protocol officer of the club from 1999 to 2003. And then I became a duly elected first chairman of the branch, 2003 to 2009, chairman emeritus. Under my administration, we chartered 3 other branches in the United States: Princeton Junction branch, Chicago branch, and the Arlington branch. Under my chairmanship, we sponsored that. And we are the first to have a functional People's Club hall. The Houston, had a clubhouse, procured this thing, but we have we have a clubhouse that I procured under my leadership, year 2004. And it has been a very, very lucrative venture we did. So People's Club is very, very vibrant, and we are waxing stronger. I guess the branch, the progressive branch, had their convention in Newark, New Jersey. So the People's Club is alive and well. Over 29 or so branches in the United States. But they were working and praying to unify all our brothers, all the factions of the club. Because that's how we're going to, we're going to unite our brothers to one big family. People's Club is huge. and will continue to work strong. So most branches now, we have a very functional clubhouse. All the activities in Boston, even members or non-members use that, even some churches use the People's Club of Nigeria International Clubhouse in Boston. So the club is the property worth over $1.5 million. So the club is alive and well under the leadership now of my good friend OBN Isimiri Okija, Valentine Nwanne Ibobi, who is doing excellent job leading the branch right now. Yeah, prior to Boston, I've been involved with the People's Club while I was in Nigeria. As always, admired their history, their tenacity, and what they had did to Igbo land, Eastern Nigeria, immediately after the Civil War. From all recollections, all the progressive, dynamic Igbo sons and daughters founded the club in the 70s, early 70s in Aba. And growing up, I get associated with People's Club members. I like the sagacity of people like his in blessed memory, Chief Ferdinand and the E of Urualla, my mentor and benefactor. We have a lot of people in my hometown that were very, very active in the club and then very, very progressive in nature in helping the town, like late Ezakibe, CEO Madako. Many of them, FOAB, Lazonia, Ongumoha, all of them are very instrumental to the good image People's Club has wanted to carry along. So my interest is deep, and when opportunity came to form the branch in Boston in 1999, I was enthusiastic. I was a known personality in Boston, so I was actually drafted to head up the recruitment and the establishment of Boston. So it has been beneficiary. And then I met some great human beings that get close to me. That father, where my father is like my second father, his late Imperial Majesty Eziudo Ezinihite, who took a liking to me and decided offer to lift me up above all others by giving me a chieftaincy title in the millennium in 2000. He actually called me EzeUgballa. He told me I never knew what Ugballa was. I didn't tell him what I wanted to enter. But then he gave me my first outside chieftaincy from my hometown. His blessed memory, His Imperial Majesty Ezeugba. And then Aren Wankwo, then Katuku one of Adaziani, who was a very, very good friend, or was a very good friend of late EzeUgballa. They will be coming to Boston. They chartered our branch. Then he conferred me Akepuchonwa Adaziani, Akepuchonwa 1 Adaziani in 2005. So I've had the opportunity to meet some great leaders of thought. And in that my confinement in 2000, the first triple president, the only person that had actually led People's Club in 2 terms, this was CN Obiora. He was my guest of honor at my confinement in Mbaise. So personally, I have worked hard. I love the club. I put in everything I have. I fought even battles from outside and inside to establish Boston branch of the clubhouse in Boston. So I'm so happy that that place now, it wasn't easy to establish that. The club split. Some people thought we were not, we couldn't afford it. But that time I knew it was an opportunity to do something for us. So under my tenacity, I take the credit, and then with all my executives, we procured the club, we protected the clubhouse, and that's a prime property in the heart of Boston. So I am very, very proud of that, because I figured I had to give back to People's Club what I benefited from all the founders. I get to meet them very, very prominent um, opportunity to meet all these great men, and People's Club is the whole networking is the key. You go there, it's like everybody is equal, under the banner of the club. We help each other. The unity, love, and service is a big motivating factor in the People's Club. So I met a great people in my life in People's Club, and I will live and die a People's Club member. I will encourage all the people that are on various leadership, all the branches, all the people causing factions. People's Club need to come back together. I'm now a patron elect of the branch. I've been elevated to patron elect. But I'm praying to God that when my installation as a patron will be opportunity to unify all the factions, all the factions of People's Club. Because all the things I did at the national headquarters, all the things I know People's Club is People's Club of Nigeria, not progressive or any other faction. I want a big brother because the people in the leadership now, I've known thousands. I know a lot of people that are there that are very, very personal friends in the club. So it will be my pleasure, my prayer to use my patronship installation to unify the club, to make sure all the brothers and sisters from different factions of the club come back together. Because the way I look at People's Club is our Nigerian Rotary Club. That's how big People's Club can get if we come back together with our all the members and then channel our energy in living up the full potential, the motor of the club, unity, love, and service. We have to be unified, we have to love each other, we have to serve humanity. Because I say, onye get a People's Club across the Rubicon of poverty. Once you're a member of People's Club, you can never be poor. Because not by any mythical anything, but it's just the personalities you meet there. All the judges, all the governors, all the people you know. And all the royal majesties in Nigeria, most of them, majority of them are members of People's Club of Nigeria International. So it's big because he has been the pioneer. That was the springboard the Igbo people used to survive the Civil War. After each and every one of Big Ben millionaires were dished out 20 pounds, People's Club got together and they had the impetus, they have the foresight that they have to unite and put their resources together and help each other. That's how Igbo people, in my own opinion, survived a civil war faster than any ethnic group in the world. People's Club, love, unity, and service is it's a godsend. Thank you. Yeah, on my personal listen, I'm married, happily married for 30, if I miss it, 33 years to a lovely wife, Lola Chidebere Udoji from Umuahia. We've been in Boston. We are blessed with 5 children. Ezinna Ifeanyichukwu, Chinyere, Ngozika, and Uchechi. And I'm a grandfather of 4 years old. My grandson is 4 years old. From my only son, Udoji. And I have been in US since over 40 years. But I stayed longer there because I wanted my children to finish college before. That's what I told myself. That's why I stayed so much longer out there, for them to finish their college before I start transitioning to Nigeria. And I was blessed enough to have that accomplished last year, 2022, when my last fruit graduated from college. I was happy to be there. So I've been transitioning. I'm in Nigeria. My children visit Nigeria. My son has an apartment at Lekki, Lagos, my only son. So he comes home. He comes like twice or so to Nigeria. Personally, I'm investing. I'm transitioning. I have to retire in Nigeria. I've been in Nigeria, mostly Nigeria, for the past 3 years. We're coming and going. So I started thinking, one of the programs I had with, as a chairman, was telling our members that you have to invest, you have to have something in Nigeria that will attract their children to come back. And I still advise that all those kids, once they come here, once it's onus is on you. I know things are hard. You have to establish. Unfortunately, we are the tribe that have to build in the village, in the township, and in the US. You have to build a house there. Unlike other group, other ethnicity, one house is good enough. But you have to find a way to build something very presentable in the village and in the township, so that when your children come, they will feel comfortable. Like I could probably say, my children, even they know that the house we have in the village is better than anything we have in the US. It was done purposely for that. So they remember that they have something in Nigeria. I will try to invest. So everything is, the world now is a global village. You put Nigeria together, your children will come, they will love Nigeria. But if you don't have anything in Nigeria, they'll come back, they don't want to be a tenant in Nigeria because it's going to be very discouraging. So my advice as somebody that I've been living there, I've been blessed with a beautiful and loyal wife that I've been supporting my idea. But I realize it's not an easy for some of the men in overseas or US to invest in Nigeria because we know the culture is different. Sometimes our wives have a much stronger hold abroad than in Nigeria. So it makes it some difficult for some of the men in the diaspora to establish in Nigeria. Things are very challenging in Nigeria. The security, everybody is scared straight. But us as American, they cannot run because of, cannot say, cowards die many times before they are dead. So we have to find a way to find out to come back to our land to make it work. We have to do something. We have to all those things we're expecting to be done in Nigeria. We have to actually come and do it. It takes time, it takes energy, it takes resources. But that will be the only way, so that you don't have children that are in the US, they haven't been home since they were born, they don't know anybody in Nigeria. So that way we're not going to lose our next generation. So some of us have been blessed, like even my children, my son, he loves in Nigeria even more than America. He likes to come here because I want to tap myself at the back because we expose them and then we'll show them that he has something here. So it's akurulu amonyepaya. So if you bring your wealth home, your children will follow. If you leave your wealth in abroad, your children will stay there and enjoy it. They will not come here. Nobody wants to so if you want your children to come back here, you have to diversify. You have to bring back some of your assets to Nigeria and they will let them see. Because Nigeria is not waiting. Nigeria is developing, even if it might not be as fast as a lot of us expect. But Nigeria is not staying at a place. You come back here, people are doing wonderful, wonderful things. So it's difficult for the people in diaspora, but to have to start thinking home. I don't want to die in a foreign land. I went there when, on my own. I want to come back. And luckily, I have access to both worlds. So come home, bring your children, invest in Nigeria, despite security, all the challenges, because it's not going to be like this. Nigerian situation will have an expiring date. You want to be in position when it expires, when Nigeria goes to affluence, you are ready. So that's my 2 cents on how you can transition, at least have their children. We don't want to lose all our children in America. Both boys and girls, they have to know where they're from. They have to know their people, and it gives them, it gives them advantage over their peers over there. Because I know my children, all their mates, you can see not jealousy, but they like emulate, try to wish that they have Nigeria and America as their country. So it's a good thing, but by God's grace, our men and women will start cooperating with our men, because we're Nigerians. I've been Nigeria, America, but you're Nigeria first. So you have to make room. The way the founders of People's Club get our club together that we're enjoying now, they made sacrifices. So it's all sacrifice for the next generation. So let's do it. Thank you.